Hi and welcome to the Ragged Aprons vlog. We're going to be trying to grow our own salad garnishes. It's something that we've not done before. This is going to be quite interesting. This is going to be a free parter. So today's part is we're going to show you how to plant them, how we've bought them, how much they cost. They're quite simple to do. We've already started attempting to try and do them. Like I said, we are not gardeners. Don't think we are. So I'm gonna go through with you what we've got in stock and how we're going to grow them, and then eventually you'll see the finished product. And the next stage, once these have grown, we'll be replanting them, and then you'll get to see everything that we've managed to do. And so these kits that we've bought, they came out at £1.29 for a kit. As you can see, they're only little small kits. These are going to be radishes. Everything's there, everything comes together. Now they estimate it's going to be, I don't know whether you can see that one, 4 to 6 weeks to grow. So hopefully we'll get some radishes on ready. Also we've got some peppers that we're gonna redo. Nicola's going to be doing all the planting and looking after them and feeding them, making sure they're all right. Now in the kit that you get, you basically get, is it 2 or 4?
4. So
you get 4 of these little pods, and each one of these pods you need 30 mils of hot water or warm water for them to grow. So it's quite simple and straightforward. We're going to be putting them on our windowsill in our little room that we've got. So she's just going to actually add this to it, so we're just going to show you what's going off. And that's it, isn't it? That's ready to go.
Yeah, you've got to leave it now.
So we're just going to leave that to grow and see how it gets on. The kits are quite nice, quite simple. We picked these up from a shop called Home Bargains. And some of you that are watching this from abroad probably have not got anything from Home Bargains before. But you can buy little kits like this on the internet. As you can see, it's already starting to dissolve. It's nice and easy to do. But we've also we're going to be growing some onions. What else have we got lined up? Some potatoes.
I've got the onions. I just need to put them in garden.
Yeah, so we've got onions,
potatoes,
and potatoes. We're going
tomatoes, cucumbers.
Cucumbers. We're going to grow them in a little greenhouse that we're going to purchase. So as you can see, she's just prodding them all about, making sure they're looking all right. They don't look very nice, do they? But when they start growing, everything that you need on this kit is all together. So it's quite easy what it says. Simply place on a sunny windowsill and grow. So that's what we're going to do.
But I didn't put the disc in for them.
Yeah. So as you can see, we just opened one of these kits in. There's your little seeds. There's your disc.
But this is for peppers.
So this is going to be for peppers.
I'm not going to add any more water in. I'll add water in if I have to. Sometimes it looks like there's too much water.
Yeah, so she just said sometimes it looks like there's too much water in them. This is just trial and error, but it's going to be nice and simple for you to do. You don't need a big garden, and it's ideal to do with the kids, or if you're bored and you just fancy growing something a little bit different and giving it a go. So on these packets it says crisp texture with a slightly spicy flavour. As you can see, I mean, they look quite nice. So you're just using your fingers just to move it all about.
On some of them it says it takes an hour. I'm impatient.
Yeah, we're very impatient. That's the reason why we've not grown anything before. We like to, in an ideal world, you plant it today and it'll be ready tomorrow. But we're obviously not like that. All the plants that we've got at the cafes, they're all artificial, just so we don't have to mess about watering them.
It's not because we kill them.
Yeah, Nicola just says obviously it's because we kill them, and we probably would. But this is something that Should be alright for people to try and do it at home, especially when you've got like 10 minutes there. Like I say, you can pick these kits up from the garden centres. I don't know how much they cost from the garden centres. I would imagine they'll be a little bit more than £1.29, 25 pence what these cost. So obviously, if you're not happy when you put it in, just add a little bit more water to it, just to make sure it's right. When these vlogs that we're doing, they're not going to be long. They're only going to be little short ones. Obviously, if you can subscribe to us, then you'll be able to see the outcome. You'll be able to see the progress that we've made. We are going to pick up a little summer house. Wish we were. We're going to pick up a little greenhouse tomorrow, just to try and put these in once these started growing. So yeah.
These and peppers, cucumber, tomatoes I'll grow outside.
Yeah, the thing is with these little pots, they're only small. I don't know whether you can see how actually big they are. But they're only small pots. I just compare it to Nicola's hand. So they're only small pots. So pretty much once they started growing, and you can see that, you know, they're starting to, the seeds have grown and everything else, then you'll need to transfer them to a bigger pot. And that's only for you, purely me reading up about it. The maker of these are Webb's Seeds, it says. Sow and grow. So yeah, so back to this. Looks more like compost now. It started to absorb the...
When I did my chili pepper ones, it were a bigger disc. So I just chucked it in a bucket, chucked water in, went out of the way, came back. Put my hand in it and it all just fell apart.
Yeah, so I think you just got to get it to the right consistency. I suppose it's like making a cake, really.
But if you make it don't matter if you make it a bit wetter, because then you don't have to water them when you put seeds in.
Yeah, obviously, like you just said, you don't matter if it's a little bit wetty, but you don't want it like soup consistency. I think she's going to add another one. Well, she's going to fill them up now.
No, because I've got some dry compost left from the other day.
Obviously, I'm not doing this because I'm not getting my hands dirty. But Nicola's just she's gonna get it all in. Let's have a look at that consistency there. Oh yeah, so you can see it's quite wet, sticking to a finger. So I would imagine that's a bit of a guideline. If you can see it sticking to your fingers, I would imagine it's gonna be all right. Now what we've done is we've already started to grow some about 3 days ago. And I want to show you how quick that they've done. Like I said, we've put these in a windowsill. It doesn't get the sun all day, but it gets it quite a few hours. It's something that you could put in your windowsill. You could put them outside. Now these are only plastic, as you can see. So you could use something a bit more firm if you wanted a plastic tub. There's no holes in the bottom of the tubs. So there's no water, as you can see, there's no water gone anywhere. Hopefully these are going to grow. If you're not so sure, if you buy a few tubs or a few pots, then just use a bigger tub if you want.
But then in Home Bargains there's a propagator, and it's got 3 sections of it.
Yeah, so
like for my peppers, for instance, I'm going to do them in a bigger tub. Because I know peppers, obviously, they're a lot bigger plants.
Yeah, so this is another one that we've got. Let's bring this one down for you. So this one. So again, this is from a different company altogether. This is called Speedy Seed. It is. And on this one we've got basil, oregano, and parsley. It says grow your own Mediterranean herbs. 3 12cm terracotta pots, 3 types of seed in a peat-free coal.
The only downside, there's no little plate thing to put them on when you put them in your windowsill, so I need to pick some of them up.
Yeah, so
otherwise it'll ruin my window.
This is what it's showing you on that one. Let's see whether we can just get a better picture of it. So again, We've never grown anything like this before, so we're going to give it a quick go. This says obviously classic flavours from around the Mediterranean, perfect for growing in your own home, fresh produce throughout the year. It also says, if I can zoom it in and get a bit of a better picture on it, or maybe zoom out a little bit. So it says herbs can be sown indoors all year round. Alternatively, sow it indoors using the guide. It's really important when you bought anything like this to follow the instructions. Unless you know what you're doing, you're a keen gardener, then you'll already automatically know what you're doing.
Not so much. More if you're a keen gardener, we're growing your own veg, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's something that we're going to be doing. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly show you what we've already managed to achieve.
Well, let me put seeds in first.
You're just going to put the seeds in, as you can see, carefully, strategically placed. We just call that lobbing them in.
That's what it really said for these.
Yeah, so
it's only like when I'm gonna put my peppers in.
So these are just randomly put in. Yeah, you could probably put them in nice and neat and have them all in the line, but we're very impatient. That's the reason why we've not done this before. So you're just going to squash them down, and that's it. That's pretty much.
Except more seeds in that packet than they did that one.
Yeah, I hope you've counted them. Have you counted them up? Make sure there's enough.
They're right skanks.
So she hasn't counted them up. So that's all I'm ready to go. And then you just pop the lid on it. Nice and simple. And then that's just going to go in the windowsill. So that's that one done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what we planted 3 days ago. And just to show you how quick things have gone. So it does give you a bit of like, if you get impatient, think, it's not growing, it's not growing, it's not growing.
What, like my chilli pepper plant?
Yeah, so, you know, we bought a chilli pepper plant just to see how that went. See how that went. It's been out today, so that's like after 3 days, no movement, nothing at all.
But that were in greenhouse.
So, and that was in the greenhouse. So
it's come inside.
Obviously we fetched that one inside, so we're going to be back. I'm going to show you these ones that's already started growing. So these were planted 3 days ago.
Planted these.
So you could see obviously we've got radishes, and we've got some rocket there. You want to take the one off that one. All went in at the same time, as you can see these are starting to grow already. And again, started to grow. So when you get impatient, you can see there's a bit of movement there on them. So their ones are the radishes. Now the rocket one, you can tell this one's looking. Look at that. Looks like little cress. So that's pretty much after 3 days. So if you get one of these little kits and you want to show your kids how to do something, this is a great because they're impatient and think, is it going to grow? Is it grown? No, it's growing. But look at that. I'm just going to try and zoom in a little bit. So yeah, so look at that. That's perfect. So that was the rocket. Don't look like rocket at the moment. Looks like cress.
You can buy cress.
These look a bit pink, but obviously that must be because its seeds are starting to take. Try and get a better picture. Bear with me because I'm trying to zoom in and zoom out. So let's see how these are going to do. Like I say, it does say 4 to 6 weeks on the packet. Just to show you that I'm not trying to fob you off. 4 to 6 weeks. And then what's this one say? This one, the rocket says it's going to take a little bit longer. So I'm up to the rocket now. The rocket says it's going to take 6 weeks on the rocket. But the radish is 4 to 6 weeks. But we're growing them exactly the same. I'm just going to show you, Nicola's just going to put them down on the windowsill.
I might have a water them while I'm here.
Yeah. So this is what we're doing. As you can see, this is our window. There's no sun on it. We've just left them all over so we know which one's which. That's the ones we've just planted a minute ago. Yeah. And these are the ones they've been going for about 3 days. So keep following us. We'll come back probably in about 3 weeks time and then we'll see how we're getting on with them and see whether they've got any bigger. If you think they need a bit more water, just add a bit more water. We're not gardeners. Any tips that you want to give us will be muchly appreciated. Thank you for watching.